If you've built BMWs before, you know that intakes are one of the absolute foundational mods. For the G80 M3, there are several intake offerings that are quite good, but I wanted to see what else was out there. This led me to find a small company not many G8X owners know about, building solid intakes at prices below the competition. This past week, I installed them on my G80 M3. I didn't know anything about this company, but I figured I'd give them a shot. I'm going to tell you whether or not you should consider these intakes for your G80 M3 or not. Let's dive into it. The company that produced the intakes I installed is known as Bayde City. They are an up-and-coming company with a mission to build quality performance parts for M cars at a lower cost. I know I'm personally frustrated by the M tax that you have to pay for parts on this car. So that's one of the main reasons why Bayde City stuck out to me. Currently they only have 2 product offerings, and that's the intakes that I'm installing today and a front mount version that goes inside the grille. They also have more products on the way. Anyways, let's get into the intakes. Overall, I was quite impressed with the look and the feel of the intakes. Bayde City painted my intake tubes white by my request, and with the purple air intakes, it looks truly unique. I briefly considered getting purple wheels to match. They have a whole host of colors that you can special request for your intake tubing to add your own flair to your G8X car. I was super excited to get them installed on the G80 M3, so admittedly, I actually installed them before I made this video, which makes it kind of hard to talk through the installation, but whatever. Okay, just give me a break. I had knee surgery a month ago, and I finally had enough energy to get out there, so I just did it. Okay, installation. Bayde City provides a pretty nice guide on their website that you can download as a PDF to guide you through the installation. Overall, the tools were pretty simple, and the installation itself was pretty easily, but here are a few things to note about it. You need to know where the mass airflow sensor is on your G80 M3 to properly install these. I did not know that you had to unplug it, nor did I know where it was. So I tried to squeeze my intakes into the engine bay only to damage the paint on them. Don't make the same mistake as me. This kit reuses the OEM clamps that are used to secure the intake tubing to the turbo inlets. These things can be a little tricky to work with, but if you just remember this one thing, remember that the clamps go on the outside of the aftermarket tubing that you receive from Bayde City and not on the inside. Don't try to put any of them on the inside, put them all in slots on the outside. It should go around, like try to think of a circle around the pipe. Just put it in there like that, and I promise you it's a lot easier. I don't know if that helped, but maybe it did. Thirdly, it is much easier to install the right intake first, as opposed to the left one as it indicates in the instructions. This is because once the right intake goes into the turbo inlet and you tighten it down, if the left one is in first, you're gonna have a hard time screwing that in. So you want that extra space to be able to screw that intake tubing in properly. And then you put the left one in. Saves so much time. Lastly, remember to plug your mass airflow sensor back in. I did that and the car ran rough and I was like, oh, what happened? Now it's time for the fun part. These things scream. They add a whole new dynamic to the G80 M3 driving experience. There's nothing like hearing your turbo spool up through the intakes. And for your purists, it's even better if you have a 6-speed manual transmission. It's kind of like, I kind of feel like I'm in the Fast and the Furious. Anyways, these intakes sound amazing. Overall, if you want that experience that I just described, I'll just play it again. And you want to feel like Paul Walker did driving his R34 in Too Fast, Too Furious, rolling through the gears, I highly recommend that you pick up a set for your G80. your car is not going to sound like an R34, but it's going to be pretty close. I will leave a link in the description to Bayde City where you can pick up a set of the intakes. Please tell them that I sent you, and I think you'll be really happy with what you get from them. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, or concerns about the intakes or my video, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And if you want to see me talk about how bad my factory G80 M3 wheels are and what I did to fix them, go take a look at my previous video. I think you'll enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.